Good afternoon slash evening. I guess it's after 5 o'clock counts as evening. Welcome into the Austrian Curling Open of 2024 here from beautiful Kitzbühel, Austria. We are ready for our fourth and final session of the day, featuring Team Augustin against Sudtirol
Bruneck.
Bruneck. That's it. I always get that one wrong, so thank you for catching that for me. So we're excited. It's been a long day, but pretty happy with the curling we've had so far, and we've still got another session today and three more matches tomorrow. So still lots of curling left here in this early season tournament.
Yeah, correct. And this is the second session of the kind of the first part of the combined ranking stage. This is a very difficult way to just say it's a Schenkel system, but to mention what at stake here is the teams that are playing right now are the teams that have that were kind of in the bottom half of the rank, so the 9 versus 16, and the teams that win right now, they can move on to the top half, which is basically where you want to try and be at. Maybe just to give some updates, this is the schedule of today. So we are down to the last session on sheet A. We're going to have a Slovenian derby, so it's I don't know if there are Slovenians out there who think this is super exciting to follow, but we have Dream Team against Severni Pingvini. We have seen Pingvini earlier today, and then on the B sheets we will have Team Legenden, the legendary Ducks against the mixed Hungarian team. On this stream we will have Team Augustin, another Austrian team, facing Sudtirol Bruneck, and then on sheet D we have Team Messenzeel, kind of junior women's team of Germany, playing against the Swiss team from St. Gallen, Curling Club St. Gallen. So, yeah, a lot of games basically, and 16 games. We're down to the last 4.
Yep. And so we have Team Augustin is actually the junior women's team here in Austria, with one player swapped in who is not a junior, but they're mixing things up for this tournament. But lots of Austrian teams here in their home country tournament. So really exciting stuff. We had Sudtirol on the broadcast yesterday, and then we can see today where they all stand in there. Team Augustin has had some difficulties going into this match. Just been able to win some ends and get some stones, but not really able to convert them into wins. And same for Sudtirol. They have really struggled, but you can see that there are a couple of newer players in there. Maybe their skip. He's now the person who was vice skip yesterday is now the skip today. He's probably learning the position, so it's kind of a learning experience for them to get to play against some higher level competition, because that's really the only way you can get better. Training helps, but sometimes to advance, you really need to put yourself into competition that's a little bit higher than you, so you can learn what to do and not to do.
Yeah, I had a chat with the boys, and they said, well, we are really kind of picking up the sport of curling, because their curling club only exists for 3 years, which is a super young curling club, and that explains why you can see some players being very inexperienced at this. This is probably one of their first kind of international tournament experience they have, so that will show during the matches as well. That was something we noticed with their first game. But yeah, everybody has to learn, and I think it's already cool that the curling club, kind of existing for 3 years, is competing in an international tournaments. I think that's kind of a little achievement on its own.
Yep. So if we come back over to the booth, we have a little tradition here where we get to choose. We pick a prediction before each match. You can see the numbers above our heads. Those are our current season scores. We do this for the entire season, and the winner at the end of the season will have some bragging rights over the summer. So as you can see, Pim is 2 up on me. I spotted him 2 on the first day and have not been able to catch up. As the person behind, trailing, I get to choose first. And, I just feel like I'm going to have to take Team Augustin here. They're the home team. They are the junior women's national team, plus a player who plays on the mixed national team. So they've got a lot of experience. You just really can't pick against them. So I am going to pick They Are Red. They are red. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and as much as I like to counter pick, because that makes it kind of more dynamic, I have to kind of honor kind of my truthfully pick here, my prediction. I think Augustin is supposed to be the better team in this matchup. I mean, you have a juniors team with experience, and some of them also playing in international tournaments. They are being coached basically playing against a team that is fairly new to the sport. So, and in all honesty, I think Augustin should be able to win this game. So I am also going to pick Team Augustin here.
What a surprise.
I mean, it's a prediction. We predict the team we think is going to win, so we can lie to ourselves or we can be truthful. But yeah, the game is already on its way. So I think, unless we have anything to add to that, for the people at home who are watching our stream, we have chat open. So feel free to add comments. We read everything. We respond to anything. And that's always nice to have people chatting along with the stream and the game. But without further ado, I think we can hop on to the ice where we have team Sudtirol Bruneck playing in the bright yellow jerseys, about to slide off here in this first dance.
They played this quite fast. Ooh, why does it have Yuri? This is not Yuri. This is actually Michael, the skip. I'll sort out the scoreboard in just a moment. It also has it as Augustin's stone. Oh, there we go. Now we're caught up. So yeah, they've played this first end pretty fast. We did start a little bit late, but they've been moving quite along. Most ends take about 13 to 15 minutes, and we're 11 minutes into it, and they're already down to the Hammerstone. Or next to Hammerstone. This is also not Michael. Why is it showing Michael and not Emma? There's a name. We'll sort it all out, don't worry.
Yeah, let's watch some curling first.
This is Emma. She is the skip from Team Augustin today.
For people out there who have a deja vu seeing those super shiny shoes, we have Hannah on the team as well. She was on stream earlier. Seems to be a bit heavy, but it starts to slow down.
There's the curl, gets in around behind all of that. It's going to tick. Ooh, right,
Excellent.
settles right there on the tee line. So that is a fantastic stone.
Yeah, indeed. I felt like it was coming down pretty hard, but it just slows down a lot. High fives there.
Around well-deserved high five. So we see, those of you who are watching today, anytime there's an Austrian team, it seems like there is a lady in the background with the hat and glasses, and that is the Austrian women's and juniors coach, Daniela. So she is going to be prominently featured in the broadcast as usual, sitting there. She's been a very busy woman this tournament so far.
She's giving some private audience to Matthäus Hofer.
The junior men's skip. This one is a bit out. Will that tap that one far enough back? No, it does not. And
One yellow.
Oh, and I got the colors wrong. That's why.
Everything that
can go wrong will go wrong for this one. Usually, this is the first time I think we've ever done 4 sessions in a day. This has been a pretty long day for us. So let's try that again.
Come on, yeah. So Matthäus obviously rooting for Team Augustin, well, I suppose, as an Austrian. We are ready to get this second end.
All right, there I think we have things sorted out on the scoreboard, except that is not Hannah starting. We'll get everything straightened out. Really short turnaround time for this one, for this match, and of course things get fall apart. But the curling is good. The announcers still have their voices. That may or may not be good. And this one just creeping over. The hog line is going to over curl get out onto the corner.
And the saving angel for the stream is once again Nina Hover. He was able to give us the lineup for Team Augustin. And we have a full confirmation on the team there.
Oh, I could have just copied and pasted these 2 Hannahs.
We have Elisa in the lead position, Hannah Augustin second position, Hannah Wittipschlager, yep. Had to have a closer look at the screen.
That is a mouthful to say, especially for an American like myself.
Yeah, and Emma Muller as a skip. But basically this is Team Muller, but we'll call them Team Augustin, since that's their official name for this tournament.
Just have to catch up on the stones. And there we go. Now I think we're all sorted. Christoph here with his second stone of the evening. I don't know, is 5:15 evening or afternoon? It's like one of those in-betweens, isn't it? Yuri running along with this one. Unfortunately, this one sails wide.
I think it's kind of a north versus south kind of thing. I think in southern countries in Europe, it's still wide in the afternoon. It's super warm, super hot out there. They eat late. But then if you go to the Netherlands or even up north, 5 o'clock is dinner time, especially in the Netherlands. And
Not sure that the mics are unmuted, but nope, don't hear Emma at all, so I'm wondering if her mic is accidentally turned off. Or is she just not talking? That could also be it too. Sometimes skips are really quiet. The teams know what they need to do. Or, nope, that's on.
oh well. Let's just watch some curling then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to guess what the skips are saying.
Yeah.
Not that they would be speaking. They'd be speaking German anyway, so not likely that I would understand, other than making haphazard guesses. Wolfgang was as an alternate yesterday, but today he is replacing Hartmann on the field, and this one unfortunately sails by. So Augustin with a chance here to really build up something. Got that one in the forefoot, with the guard right in front of it.
You know,
Emma saying, "Let's go again."
Yeah. I think this was the team we watched earlier, sitting in on the benches, watching, spectating the ice.
This is correct.
Yeah.
Got 3 other matches going on the sheets as well, and we will keep you up to date with those scores as they come in. Of course, we are going to be focusing here on the broadcast sheet. And as always with the Schenkel system, you see teams going up and down based on wins or losses, and eventually the competition levels even out, and you start to see these much tighter matches. I'm expecting tomorrow to be full of some nail biters going all the way down to the last end.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of pace on this one. It's curling over, and it catches that top guard. Both shots, both stones roll away, so probably going to call for another guard or something in between. There we go. It's tapping in between, so there it is.
Yeah, if these teams want to have a shot at playing the final rounds, I think they will need to win this game.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I think it will be hard to be in the top half of the rank with 3 losses and a win. Especially if you don't have a huge amount of ends that could be a tiebreaker, which is the case for both teams here. And even with 2 wins, the low amount of ends could still be...
yeah, you could find yourself out of the top 8. So this one curls a little bit more than they expected. Taps on... Oh, I know why. I gave the mics to the wrong skips. That's why we're not hearing them. They're quiet because it's not their turn.
Please!
There we go.
Go!
Trying to hold this one, getting it around, but I think that's going to crash on that guard out there. Shooter spins off to the side. That will settle down out on the edge of the sheet, but out of the house, so really not doing much there. Loic, hello.
Hi, Luke.
Hello to you. Glad to have you in. Here is Hannah W. with her final stone of the second end. There's no chance I'm going to try to pronounce her last name again. This one's going to overcurl, but it is going to tap that yellow one back, so the net result is the same. Yeah. Michael wanting him to lay it in there, so there's still room, so good call here. Need to get the line and the weight right, though.
Ja, visst, det gjorde jag allt. Visst.
Nope. Don't think that one quite got out on the line it needed to, so it's going to overcurl, taps the yellow one in, and then back out the side of the house. Like I was saying, back corner of the house.
And we have Team Verreken spectating the game. Their job is done for the day. And chances are they will be playing Team Genner tomorrow, as they are the first and second ranked team in the tournament so far. So they might have to eliminate each other for a place in the final.
Yep. Timo was mentioning to me during the break that he was hoping to be able to face them in the final. Team Genner is a strong team and actually knocked Team Verreken out, or Belgium out of the playoffs in the B division last season, so they're wanting a little bit of revenge if they can. I have to say I like that camera angle because it made it the arena seem like 10 times bigger than it is.
Yeah.
It still holds about 1,700 people, which is a good size, but just from that looking up, it makes it seem like, whoa, they're way up in the rafters. This one comes around nicely, but might have a little bit too much weight on it, so that's going to go into the back of the house. Michael trying to sweep that as deep as he can. Saying ice looks slippery. Interesting for a tournament. I wouldn't call it slick. It's been fast, but there's been some good curl. But we've had some interesting spots where there's one section where if you're a little bit too slow on it, it will just send the rock shooting to the side. So for the most part, teams have been happy with what's going on or with the ice. Oh, there's a good tap. Good effort at the double.
Yeah, that was a very decent effort.
Gets one.
Gleich Eis. Ja.
Team Augustin still sitting. Well, sitting shot, maybe second. Hard to tell from this angle if that back yellow is closer than that back red, but
Den gleichen einfach nochmal.
Augustin's going to come around and try to set up a second one that we know is second or first.
Dann passt die 90-0, aber glaube ich, wenn ich sie normal abgebe. Ja, Linie.
Cooper's working the line on this one.
Nur Länge. Ja, Linie. Ja. Halt.
Oh, really going to try to work this hard to get it around that top
Raus,
yellow.
raus, raus.
No, that's going to get on it. Taps it a little bit forward, but
Was war der für 10?
doesn't change a whole lot in a positive way for them. What kind of options do Sudtirol have? They're looking at angles, breaking out the protractor. Some interest from one of the other sheets over here. What's going on?
Yeah, it's always nice to have people taking pictures of games because I don't have that much like in action pictures when I play curling, and when you have tournaments with a photographer, all of these images are great assets to use afterwards on social media or other things.
Yeah. Great for the sweep. Hammerstone here for them. What are they going to try to run this one red back, tap back the yellow? Oh no, catches it a little bit too much on the inside, moves the red, and so that will be a steal of one, possibly two.
Yeah, they're looking at it, and might be two.
For sure one. We know that.
The angle is a bit betraying or a bit like deceiving, but we'll have to wait and see. It felt too, and they didn't really tap.
Yeah,
the
nobody
stone
tapped
with the
anything. So what is it? We're gonna have to wait till the skips confirm, but we can put one on the board for sure. So that will give Team Augustin the hammer going into end number 3. They lead it at least 2-0. Will Michael put up the score? No, he will not. So Elisa will be starting things off for Team Augustin here in end number 3 as they lead it at least 2-0, possibly 3. We will find out. But first, the stone.
Linie ist nicht schlecht. Linie ist gut.
Line is good.
Nur Länge.
Line is not bad. Just for
Ja,
length.
super. 13,5.
This one's going to curl over. It'll be a little bit deep, but I guess they're going to bring this one, let this one come into the house. A little bit deeper than they probably wanted, but let's see if they draw Sudtirol Bruneck into a hitting competition in this end. And it looks like it. Christoph coming with some heat. There's that weird break right there. That just curled way over.
Yeah.
That's that spot on the ice. We've seen so many stones cross through it, and
It doesn't just happen with slow stones,
Yeah.
apparently. There is a spot on the ice, and I think if The ice maker, Christopher, is, or is it Chris?
Chris,
Is watching.
he's probably going to have a look at that this evening.
Yeah, they notice that as well. Like, try and avoid, if you have the choice coming over the left side or the right side, try and avoid that spot.
That is a funny thing. I haven't seen teams really avoid coming up that side just because of it.
Maybe they have forgotten about it, or
Linie Pass.
Or it doesn't happen often enough for them to register it as a constant threat. This one's going to be a little bit deep. They're going to try to curl this one around.
Really, Lisa. Hooks in.
Ends up on the
Almost
button,
double.
but leaves a double, as Michael's pointing out. So going to try to kiss off the inside of that right one. Oh, there's a little bit of an aggressive push, got him off balance.
yeah, it still could work.
Overcorrection. I think they'll still get the first. They'll get one. I don't think they're going to get two, but I think they're going to catch this one on the center. Shooter will roll out.
Yeah, we had a strange shot of the match in the Belgian curling league of Chris van Rosmalen.
Oh, there's the Swedish curl to stay biting the house. Sorry, Pim, go ahead.
Yeah, we have a very interesting shot of the match in the Belgian curling league of Chris van Rosmalen doing this weird slide off, tipping off balance, then pushing it and having a perfect hidden stay take out.
Yep. We have Hannah coming through with her first stone in the third end.
Linie Stopp. Dahin soll er. Hammer von Stein. Ja. Sonst lasst ihn vorne, wow. Okay, passt auf.
This one coming a stop as a guard in front of that stone on the house. So
Excellent
Six
setup there.
drawings, guys.
position, yep.
Bitte. Wer ist der Dritte? Nein, warum schießen sie nicht? Wenn du ihn da herstellst, dann schießen sie nicht. Hä? Outdienen. Ab!
Heat coming in, and unfortunately is just too hot. And Michael ready for the sweep there, but not really anything to sweep.
Hanna? Ja, Hanna? Ja. Halt. Beide, ja. Fest. Ins Haus.
And this one going to bring it down, trying to get it in between and into the house if they can.
Excellent.
Comes up a little short, but a very good positioned stone, very well positioned stone, excuse me. Hello, Megan.
Hier.
Good to have you in here this afternoon / evening. We haven't
Hi,
decided
Megan.
it.
Yeah, we're still in doubt.
Bist!
There it is. That falls off right on that
Yep.
spot, and it's going to come over, trying to sweep it to hold it. It will tick that one and rolls it out, so they do get rid of something. Yeah, that's a very interesting spot there on the ice. We've seen so many stones just completely turn left right there, so no matter the weight. We do have confirmation on the scoreboard that it was only one in the second.
Jetzt kälter. Linie ist nicht schlecht. Achtung, Linie.
Feels light.
Yep. Trying to get that one to curl over a little bit. It's going to maybe slightly cover over that guard, but not enough to really make it a threat. So they're going to just try to peel this off, maybe run it back and double out. I would say just slightly on the outside edge of the nose might get them enough to make a double. Calls for the sweep almost immediately.
Niemand in Haus hin.
This one's going to curl a lot. They're trying to hold it straight, so at least move to the yellow somewhere, but definitely not enough weight on that one to hold the line. It just kind of casually taps that yellow over. MSA, come on, let's put one in between the two yellows. Let's get something else in the house.
Nur Länge. Ja, Linien. Ja, Linien. Ja. Right.
Working this one for line.
Ins Haus, ja.
They need to do a lot to get it around. I think that's a little bit tight. Yep, that's going to tap on the yellow. Stacks it up. That's a good guard. Not quite what they wanted, but I think as a plan B or a alternate ending, if you will, that would be work all right. Being tasked with cleaning these up. Ooh, little Tokyo drift on the slide there. Back foot getting out of place, but sweepers handling this, trying to make sure it gets over. Oh, calling them off. I think this one was a little bit wider than he wanted. And also not quite enough weight for a double. Does get rid of one, but more or less helped out Team Augustin there with the stacking up another stone in front of the shot.
Once again. Ist ähnlich von der Passt.
Emma looking to draw in again. Probably have to get it fairly close to that red guard out there to tuck into where they want it to go, but so far there's been enough room, so don't think she's going to be too worried about it. Actually sweeping for line. Maybe feels a little tight to them. Want to really make sure it gets around those yellow guards. Once it starts to curl, it will start to curl a lot, just like that. There it goes. This is going to tap onto that back yellow there.
Okay.
Pushes it further into the house.
Okay.
Shooter drops in as well, leaving a guard over that 4 foot. So that's going to make things interesting for Michael. We're looking as a possible double. But does a double really help them at this stage? We're going to have to call security. We've got some rowdy fans here in the to try to disturb us. Got some good pace on it. Is that going to be outside enough? No, it is not. So does get rid of that yellow, so it gives them a little line into the in there, but does not put them in a shot position or get rid of the yellow shot. So Emma was looking, is that red second or third? And I believe it is third.
Ich weiß nicht, welcher von den vorne besser liegt. Ja. Aber. Okay.
Oh, Megan, the big support. We appreciate you
Wow.
becoming a member.
Thank you.
Welcome to the fan club. We appreciate your support. We appreciate you being here.
Yeah, that really helps us out a lot.
We will do our best to earn that. And there you go. There's the Kurdia badge and the green name.
Yeah, now you have the official licensed Kurdia badge. That is proof that you are a very, very cool person.
Trying to get this one around, but I think it's just going to tap on the yellow. Just not enough weight there to get where they needed it to go, but it does. I don't think I hate where it ended. You know, it's kind of blocking it off. It's going to make it very difficult for Sudtirol to get somewhere.
Ja, no more.
Hannah already looks very tired.
Yeah.
But she's been playing a lot. She's been filling in on other teams. Like, she already played a match just before this, and I believe she played the session before that as well. So this is her third match of the day.
And deep matches here at the Austrian Curling Open are actual long matches. It's at least an hour and 50 minutes per match. But then the bell rings and you have to finish your end, so it could take up to 2 hours per match. If you have played 3 matches, that's like approximately 6 hours on the ice here.
And there was a short turnaround time between the previous session and this one, only 45 minutes. So not really enough time to rest, maybe get some hydration, get a little snack. Pretty much as soon as you cool down, you pretty much have to start warming up again. So
yeah, remember, like, especially in the winter, when we have club nights in Zemst at 9 o'clock, I feel tired. I'm in the couch, but I kind of push myself to still go out and curl. But then once I'm on the ice, I feel fresh and awake. But as soon as I'm off the ice, I just feel extremely tired.
Gets a run back, gets rid of one. So that is going to be a steal of 1 for Team Augustin.
Yet another steal of 1, so they are collecting ends here in this game. A couple of ends more, they could bump themselves up, maybe to the top of the bottom half, let's say the third quarter of the rank.
Let's go. So while we're in between ends here, let's get an update on what's going on elsewhere in the arena. We're on Sheet A. Dream Team is leading 2-1 over Severny Pingvini in the Slovenian derby. Legenton and Hungary mixed tied at 1. I have the wrong scores up there because it is not 2-0, so I'll fix that. St. Gallen is leading 2-0 over Messenzale in the second end. Here we have Elisa starting things off for Team Augustin in the fourth.
Yes, man. Ja, gata. Ook freeze.
Reapers. I don't know. Fast walk, light jog. Now we're slowing down a bit. This one's going to creep into the house and probably find its way out the back again. For another center guard, or a center guard to begin with. Not going to worry too much about that stone in the house just yet.
Nur Länge. Nur Länge. Okay.
Hannah kind of waving like this one's going a little bit deep. Yep, feels quite fast, so This one also going to find its way out the back. Michael going to get a little sweep practice in there to help it along just to be safe. And there it goes. Or freeze up against this yellow here. This one feels again on the heavy side, so will this have enough to curl over and take it out at least, or will it just trickle out the back? Emma just making sure that goes, so that just a bit wide on that, a little bit too much weight.
Struggling a bit with the weights.
Nur Länge. Linie ist gut. Sicher
Line is
raus.
good, just any sweep would be for length.
Ja.
Now she's calling for the sweep, gets it down, wants to get it down there. Oh, skip sweeping, coming out to help. We love to see that.
And
Well.
they get it in. Nope.
I think she was just playing a joke. She went out, started to sweep, and then started to giggle. So I think
Yeah.
she was just having a little fun.
Hinten.
So stays out in front of the house. So Sudtirol Bruneck going to try to bring this stone in behind. Maybe a little bit of a push on that stone when he released. Felt like that gained a little
Da musst du
speed.
kämmen, gell?
Sweepers are sweeping it, so maybe they think
Almost
the
the
weight
cam.
needs it. There it is, starting to slow down, but maybe they overswept that or swept it more than they needed. This one is going to carry past the tee, and Emma is going to try to sweep it out of shot position, but ooh, that's close. Really close there, hard to tell.
Anna? Ja. Ja.
Calling for the line.
Wow, nur Länge.
Oh, just for the length. This one needs to curl over.
Schneller. Elisa. Ja, Elisa.
Trying to get this to curl a bit. And they're going to use that red
Halt.
and freeze up against it. Tap it a little bit. So solid plan B, but it does still allow for
Hinten, Herr.
Sudtirol to get back in and do the same thing. If this one is long, they're going to try to still curl around behind this yellow guard.
I think I've just spotted the actual original legends here in the ice rink.
Lettwisch, Lettwisch, Lettwisch.
So somebody with a t-shirt and
Nein,
a broken
nein,
leg. Not really a broken leg, but
The t-shirt had the broken leg, or
No,
he
no.
has the broken leg? This one is carrying a bit
Fast.
heavy. Does get on there, but yeah, that's exactly what the risk was with that stone from Augustin, that it's behind the tee so they could use it themselves. But yeah, this one is behind the tee, so now Augustin has the chance to do kind of the same thing if they're long on this one. They obviously do not want to be long. They'd like to get this one buried on top of the tee line behind that yellow guard. As we see Hannah sliding away from us.
Ist weit?
Sweepers jump on it immediately.
So weit wie es geht.
Emma likes the line.
Zieh ihn
Just looking for weight. This one feels like it's just a little bit light, yeah, or a lot light. That's going to curl around over on top.
Gewicht.
Not what she intended, but she does like the positioning there. They've got a double guard overlapped, so
Everything is all noted down here in Curlitz, so
oh geez.
you can see how the team is doing in terms of points in the eyes of the coach.
Ja, Wicht, da
The
war
Austrian
jemand
team.
drin. Oh, Wicht, leider, muss 4 sogar. Wicht, Wicht.
There we go as sweepers come into position, come onto the screen. They're trying to sweep this one hard. Even the skip comes out to help. I don't think he really needs to help too much. It was deeper than they would have liked. Goes past the tee. Just creates a pocket back there for Augustin to kind of go into if they want, but absolutely don't want to get there. They would like to be. Excuse me, I'm itching my back on my chair. They want to be.
Do we want to know your itching here?
Well, if people hear my weird noises, they want to know what it is.
Ja,
So they've got those guards. They want to get it back there behind them. Sweepers working this one hard.
so weiter geht's, so weiter
More
geht's.
so
Linie
for
ist
the
super.
weight than I think the line.
Ja. Linie. Alles was geht, ja, ja, ja.
Line looks pretty good. Now they can let this one go.
Halt.
Do want to get it to shot position. Ooh, it's going to peek out the other side.
Gut, Charlie, treffen.
See about half, so it is there. That actually went further than I expected it to.
Wicht.
Might have
Wicht,
pushed
Wicht,
this
Wicht,
one
Wicht,
inside.
Wicht.
Sweepers are really working it, trying to keep it on that side of the center line. They get one, but ooh, not the other.
Hart finde ich. Kurz sonst nach hinten. Ja. Ein bisschen weniger. Top wäre so halb vorne und wenn er schneller ist, dann halt hinten. Hinten drauf. Ja, das wird super.
See if Emma can find the line to get back there. Seems like teams have been struggling to get it behind those guards. It's just there for the taking.
Wow.
Definitely has a good line, but is it a little too strong? Which is not necessarily a problem with that pocket right there. Taps the red a little bit back, but does now leave
Was war
backing
denn?
for Bruneck to come in there. So Michael is going to be looking at that. I don't really want to get into a draw fight here, I think.
Yeah, I think if you freeze up against that Yellowstone, you're still behind D line. And then Team Augustin can still put up a stone against it on the pin. Maybe want to come into a shot position within the top four then.
Great for the sweep. Sweeper's trying to work this one. You're going to need to work really hard to get that one around. I don't think it's going to make it.
No.
Crashes on the yellow, pushes it slightly into the house, but not into a scoring position. So still anyone's game. Or anyone's end, excuse me.
Nochmal so.
Augustin with
einen
one
Meter
last
kürzer
chance to
werden.
close off the button.
Gib schon ein bisschen mehr.
But at the very worst, they've forced Bruneck to one.
Linie ist nicht schlecht. Nur Länge.
For
Nur Länge.
length, line
Wide
looks good.
außen.
Looks a little heavy.
Needs to
No.
curl on leads.
No, that one's going to be fine on weight. It's going to get back. They don't want it to go behind the tee, but it is, so
Yeah, that's the danger of having the stone a bit too heavy, tapping in against the yellow stone. So I think if you can draw up against it, you can still come and shot, but that's still a difficult shot to make.
yeah, they have to throw that same one. They know the line, they know the weight. They can be a little bit heavy because of the backing, you know, with the hammer, but the best they can do is score one, but they need to get something in there, otherwise they're giving up three.
Already three behind, so they don't really want to double
Nope.
down on that.
Oh, but this feels heavy for the line. If you, with that weight, is it going to slow down enough to curl? I don't think so. I think this one's going to slide on by,
It does.
and so that is going to be a steal of three for Team Augustin.
That's a huge steal. You don't see that often, steals of three or more. So basically, Team Augustin really in a very, very comfortable seat here in this game. If they don't make any major mistakes, they should be able to bring this home and get those first 2 points. Only, I think, up till now 4 teams in this tournament without victory. Team Augustin and Sudtirol Bruneck being 2 of those teams.
So one team will come out of here victorious and get that elusive first win.
Yep.
So Elisa to start things off here in end number 5 for Team Augustin. They led it 6-0 over Bruneck.
An interesting stat here for Sudtirol. This is their 3rd game, and they have only managed to win one end so far in this tournament.
To be fair, they did go up against a former Olympic champion in round number
Yes,
2.
that's very
so,
true.
That was very much not a baptism by fire, but absolutely baptism by being thrown into the sun.
Yep.
We have paparazzi spying on us here in the booth.
Oh, really?
Up, up.
Oh, that's true. I was.
It's fish!
Oh, I have to tuck in my tummy then.
Yep. Get the good pose, even though you guys
Bump
can't
up my
see us.
chest, hold my breath.
I am utterly slouching. My mother would be very disappointed with my posture right now.
Oh, yeah.
Auf 5 davor.
It's, Johanna Hess coming to say hello and take a view, see what it looked like to view the matches from our perspective. And she says she finds it interesting to see us in the booth and to see how everything works and the jumble
Linie ist
of
gut.
computers and cables and screens that we have
Nur
in front of
Länge.
us.
Dranbleiben. Ja. Linie ist super.
Line
Yes,
is
Sitzen ins Haus. Ja.
fantastic.
Daher. Da ist super.
Super duper.
This one comes
Super,
in.
Elisa, sehr schön. Guck
There
sie.
she goes. She's very happy with that, so I guess we are happy as well.
Yeah, she said Super
Bist du
Elisa,
gleich schnell?
sehr schön. So her name is officially
Passt.
apparently Super
Wieder
Elisa.
mehr Reise. Oh, passt.
Her, she's like, I'm just doing my job. No need to be excited. Coming in trying to double these out. Weight looks pretty good. Line is curling over. Unfortunately, not going to get to the nose of the one, so it does get rid of it. Shooter stays in the house, though, so
Den Hit.
there's a good plan.
Meinst du von
Plan
außen
B,
oder von
alternate
innen?
results. Although Emma saying, let's not leave this here.
Elisa? Ja. Halt.
Hard on the sweep, trying to get this. We've seen a lot of stones coming inside out that over curl, and this is another
Da
one of
braucht's
them.
mehr Eis, er war schön gespielt.
It is a very difficult bit of ice in that direction for some reason. We've seen a lot of teams
Drehen weg.
miss stones out that way. It just curls way more than you think, even when you're throwing something with good pace. So an opening for Bruneck here to get rid of this yellow and leave a split house.
Wischt. Na, ab.
Oh, called for the sweep and then said, nope, changed my mind. Needs to curl over. They want this one to hit enough to stick, but I think it's going to, yep, is going to slide out and not get enough of that yellow to push it away. Very close to see who is shot and who is not, but
Wieder mit normal.
Emma not worried about where their stone is, just trying to get this red one out of play.
Ja. Ja, Elisa. Ja.
Needing the sweep to hold the line. This one looks a lot better, but is still going to catch the outside and roll out. Really would have loved to have had that one stay. And that inside out line catches them again.
Spielst lieber im Freeze? Freeze? Passt. Na, der curlt. Der curlt schon. Ja, haben.
Sweeper's not sure about the weight. But judging from Yuri's jog, that might be a little heavy.
Ab. Mischen, bis zum Schluss.
I get this one back onto it, at least in the shot position. Get some backing. Stays a little bit high. Leaves some room, so there's an opening for
Mit normal.
Normal going for a nose hit. Outside in.
Ja. Ja. Halt.
Slide was maybe a little bit outside, but then a release on the in, so they're trying to hold this one. Trying to make this connect, but unfortunately is going to fly right by.
Irgendwo da an her. Ja, fordert die. Genau, ja.
An opportunity here for Bruneck to split the house.
Ja,
Looks
wischt.
like maybe an early release on that, so maybe not quite fast enough
skips coming out to
One
help and sweep here.
long skip sweep. We love to see that even more. Of course, he gives up after 2 or 3 strokes, but this one actually a little bit better than they thought. They're going to sweep that in. Is it going to get into a scoring position? And it does. Gets up in there. That turned out to be way better than it looked like it was going to off the hand. Good job from the sweepers there.
Raus, rüber, lieber so.
And first things first, let's clear out this red. Oops.
Ja, Linie. Wow, wow. Lisa. Heide, Lisa. Halt.
This one's going to be fine right there on the nose. Tuck gets it out of the way.
Nice.
Second shot, but gives something for Bruneck to have to deal with. So potentially leaving their shot stone exposed.
Oh, curls at Mera.
Slide outside, push back in. So is that going to have the right line? They're sweeping for it.
Ja, ja, wischt. Up.
Calling him off at the end. That's going to kick right on the nose.
Was?
Good job from Yuri. Gets the job done, and I believe he leaves it in a position that's going to make it hard for a double,
Fast
if not
Nase.
impossible. So they're going to go after the shot stone. Maybe try to roll back out underneath the red. Could be an option.
Normal. Nase oder bisschen nach rechts. Ja, Hanna. Ja.
Sweepers on it pretty quickly.
Halt.
Trying to hold this one, calling for hard. That's going to carry it over the nose. But does stay in shot position. Is Bruneck going to do? I think they more or less need to kind of come over and
Take out.
take out the yellow. Try to roll over. Let's see if I can draw this quickly enough. Come over there with the red. Nestle up over there. That would be good. Even a potential double. Or even a hit and stick would be fine. It would keep things separated. Judging from the sweeper's pace, line is weight is okay. This is going to hit and it's going to roll out. Is that going to stay?
It stays.
Stays in the house, but is it better than that yellow in the back?
No, it's not. I think yellow is still shot.
Yellow is still shot. Yeah. That is not easy to get at for.
We almost have to go and try a run back on the redstone to kind of get yellow out.
Bei mir Shots sind. Oder sonst den.
That's a bit annoying
Ich
for
find den Roll gut.
Sudtirol that one yellow stone sitting in the back 12 foot still shot, so they will have to deal with it.
Yeah. Emma indicating hit and roll here. Just want to get rid of this red
Ich glaube, wir
and
sind Shots.
roll over. So it kind of forces the hand of Bruneck to pick one. What are they going to do? Which one are they going to go for? How are they going to try to score? And I really think they can only score one.
Jemand da. dahin, gut. Ja. Spielen wir dahin. Gib's mal so.
Okay, change of plans. Gonna go for the draw. Yeah, the risk going for that red one is if they miss, then Bruneck has many more options, whereas this, they're kind of still forcing the hand, so... I believe this is the smarter play. Just need to make sure it gets down there into shot position.
Auf 6. Ja. Halt. Ins Haus, halt. In 8 Fuß. Halt.
Sweep this
Go, go,
into
go,
the
go, go.
house. Oh, it's got to
Feels
be
light.
enough.
Alles
Yep,
weit,
that's
weit,
going
weit.
to come up a little bit
Weiter,
short,
weiter,
I
weiter,
think.
weiter, 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 weiter.
Nope, that
Schön gewusst.
creeps in it just bites the eighth, just enough. That is a sweep stone right there if I've ever seen one.
So rewarding for the sweepers if you actually manage to get it there.
Yeah, most agonizing is to come up
Weiß ich nicht.
Although
2
I think-
centimeters short.
yeah, looking at the body language, maybe rewarding is not the correct term.
Ja, ja, ja.
Yep, I think that they're just going to take the draw to the... Draw into the 8-foot, draw into that big white circle.
Überlegen.
Just lay it in there, try to take one, get on the board.
Yep.
Everything else is kind of too much of a risk and really not really enough reward for the risk. There we go, Michael with the hammer stone, trying to get Sudtirol Bruneck onto the board. Well, Yuri is jogging. I don't like that. It feels like it might be a little heavy. Just need to stop fully in the 8-foot and yep,
Feels
sweep
heavy.
behind it. It doesn't quite help and it is a bit heavy. So that is going to be a steal of 2 for Team Augustin.
Jetzt zum Schluss der Schirchen.
All right, so what was that? Steal of 2 here in the 5th end
Ja, ja. Ja, ist schwer.
for Team Augustin. We're going to jump over. There we go.
Yeah, so I was hoping that Sudtirol Bruneck was going to take an end here with this draw.
They had the opportunity, but yeah, sometimes it's easier said than done, and sometimes those big easy ones are the ones where you flub them up. You've got so much things, and as a skips, you have so many things going on in your mind. You're trying to plan the strategy and everything else that sometimes you just get a little bit of loss of concentration on your own stones. Seen it many times. Elisa starting things here off in the 6th end for Team Augustin as they take an 8-0 lead over Team Bruneck. This one's going to come into the house. Ooh, just creeps past the tee. I was going to say just going to be on top, but just a little behind.
Luis, ja. Hinter der T-Line. Nicht Linie, 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 Linie muss einbleiben.
What's this one on the line? Trying to get this one on the tee. They would freeze up against that yellow one would be an ideal stone. Trying to hold this one straight. I think it's got the weight, but it's just going to over curl and catch. Slide by the outside. Yeah, I think that was a good weight for that stone. Unfortunately, just a little bit of over curl.
I think that's kind of a bit the story for Sudtirol Bruneck here. Decent attempts, but just always a little bit off and not getting that result that puts them in a controlled position or that gives them that kind of little bit of advantage. Always the coin flip that doesn't flip in your favor.
Yep. You know, facing such an experienced, albeit young team is it's always tough. It's like these young ladies, young women have shown that they know what they're doing. Have been pretty solid this match.
Wow.
Haven't had to do anything superbly crazy.
Okay.
And as I'm singing their praises, they fail this one past.
You are the master of jinx.
I am the announcer's curse incarnate.
Mehr Eis, Kim's gleich, ich Stuart. Geschwindigkeit.
Sometimes it's hard to judge with Yuri. Sometimes he's jogging, but he doesn't need to. But obviously this time he was. This was a little bit heavy as well, so that one's going to go by.
Nochmal. Jetzt zurück.
So going to try it
Yeah.
again.
Nochmal.
All right, going for the hit. Let's get rid of this red.
Elisa, ja. Elisa.
It's tight. That one's gonna.
Whoa.
They've
Whoa.
lost that one.
Whoa.
It's gone. They want this one to keep curling so it doesn't hit their own yellow, and that's where it goes. Yep, that was tight off the hand. And it goes through that patch where it immediately goes. So see it often. So an opening for the red team to come in and put something on top, get something in place.
Darn, 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 darn.
Verpasst.
Line looks
Musst du den
all
Kevin
right.
Skipper. Wischen, wischen, wischen.
Wants him to sweep.
Ab, schaut gut aus.
I think this is going to be okay. It's a little heavy, so they're going to tap that yellow one back, but if you're not going to get the freeze, maybe get some gap, although that does now leave a pocket for a double. But they're going to try to use that red hit and roll over on top of it. Emma says, let's do that instead. John does not know what he's talking about.
Ja, Elisa. Whoa. Whoa.
It's tight, but a better line, or better weight, excuse
Whoa,
me. So now
Elisa,
they're trying to get
Elisa,
this to
Elisa.
curl over.
Yeah.
Nope, now they want to hold the line straight. Is that going to get the roll over? Not quite enough, just a touch of over curl, but does get rid of it.
Hier schon. Und dann muss gerade oder so her. Ja, da wird noch drisch geht ins drauf.
Hannah,
Not very happy.
nope. Getting the job done, but she knows she can do better. We're going to try to get rid of this one. Needs it to be on the
Wisch!
right side of the nose.
Durch. Bis zum
They're
Schluss.
trying to sweep to
Durch.
hold this line. This one looks pretty good. Oh, did they oversweep it? Yeah, it kept it a little bit far outside, and that is going to slide out of the house. And don't know if that Swedish curled back in, but it did look a little detour in the back.
Nochmal.
I think it is out of the house back there. Look for a hit and roll. Want this one to roll away, spread the house out.
Ja, Linie.
Lying a bit outside on this one.
Whoa. Ja.
Yeah, maybe a bit of an overcorrection with the release. Sweepers are working on that. I think that's going to be fine, though. That's going to hit. Yep. Super session. So
Who is?
super, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it works.
had-
That's a good. That's a good split there.
I had a very nice soup yesterday at lunch at the dinner party. It was noodle soup. Was very tasty.
I had pumpkin soup. It was also delicious. Although I did not recognize the word that they had written on the menu as pumpkin. Then again, I don't know what pumpkin is in German, so.
Mischen, Lano. Mischen, ab, muss kämmen.
This one, not really sure why they were sweeping. Maybe they thought they could hold it back, but I think they wanted to let that one curl. Unfortunately, splits the uprights. But this is not American football, so you do not get points for that.
Back-to-back steals here for Team Augustin. So I think this
Back to back, they've stolen every end in this match.
yeah.
So looking for a clean sweep of ends and steals, that's a pretty difficult thing to do no matter the level of competition.
Yeah, true.
Yep.
With 2 points, but with a huge amount of ends, they could still climb the ladder significantly.
Anna. Gut gesehen.
Still about 30 minutes, 29 minutes left in this match before the bell rings, so good for at least, I feel, 2 more ends.
Oh, this was pushed way to the side. I don't know if sweeping will help at this rate.
Nope, that I think is gone.
Yeah.
It's gone as soon as it left his hand. That side is not kind to wayward. It's not kind to properly thrown stones, let alone wayward stones, so.
Yeah, with takeouts, it's better to not find a good weight, but try to have a proper controlled release than to try to compensate and find heavy weight by giving it a huge push.
Würdest du in die Mitte spielen oder? So und schauen, was sie machen.
Pumpkin soup is great. I do love it too, Megan. Yep. And it's actually the name of a song that I use as a ringtone when my wife calls.
So is it because you have you call your wife Pumpkin as a sweetheart name, or?
You would think so, but no. This one getting a nice split coming into the house. They want this one to stay above the tee. It does not, so Michael's gonna, well, yeah, technically not above the tee, on the tee, and a little bit more behind, so not incorrect, just maybe not correct.
Almost half accurate.
Somebody yelling loud enough that we get an echo. That's impressive.
I would say that is very, very impressive, SF.
I hate myself that I laughed at that. Yeah. I really do. All right, this one's going to hit on the nose. Are we going to get both of them out? No, we get the one. Michael standing up, blocking the camera. We're going to have to give him some media training.
Well, he can do whatever he wants on the sheets. They're the bosses.
That is true. That is true. Gets one. Really not happy with that. He wanted that double. Just needed a little bit more curl and angle on the stone to on the run back.
Ja. Spielt man so.
Just going to look for Get rid of this red. Roll over. Try to force Bruneck to make a mistake and give them some points.
Normal.
We'll wait on this one. This is the tricky one, coming up that center line once it starts to go. So you got to make sure it does it. That is enough. Gets rid of it. Shooter goes, but there are still 3 in the house. So trying to decide what to do. Are they going to draw? Are they going to hit?
Yeah, basically, you can just draw with a little bit of backing. I mean, just 4 foot is good enough. Maybe draw and come over to the left side. So if you're a bit wide or heavy, you might catch that yellow stone and have that as an option B.
Going to look for the draw here. Yeah. I think that's probably safest if you haven't felt good about your takeouts and you can't really afford any kind of roll with that takeout. So play the draw if you're light. Make sure you're in the 4 foot. If you're heavy, you've got some backing over that way. So go hammer stone. Michael from Team Sudtirol Bruneck bringing it on, trying to get that draw.
Will the stone put them on the boards?
Wait,
Use lights.
no, I think that looks okay. Just don't want to have this one skate all the way through. Don't sweep that. You don't need to sweep that. There you go.
Excellent.
Great stone, and they are on the board.
He's very happy. I can understand why. It wasn't a super easy draw.
No,
That
was a tight.
and look at the relief
Yeah,
on his face.
he finally threw something.
Yeah.
He finally got something. They're on the board after, I don't know, 13 straight ends plus whatever happened in the first match. They have finally gotten on the board with the 1, and it was on a good throw. It was something they earned and not was handed to them.
So yeah, you can put a number on the boards. Have that number actually out there, but that's the one thing skips never ever do. Oh yeah, and also of his excitement, he was just kind of dreaming, and then his players were like, "Sure, but let's continue this game.
Yeah.
Can you just put your broom?" So yeah, he wanted to enjoy the moments.
Christoph starting things off here in the end. Sudtirol Bruneck getting on the board with their first points.
First point and
Davis.
lead.
Yeah, Michael probably so used to throwing second in every end that it's like, oh, right.
Oh, we get to start. Oh yeah, of course.
Sweepers work, get this one over the hog line. Unfortunately, stays a bit high. Emma not going to take it easy on them, just going to put this right in the house, use that high guard to their advantage.
She's not very confident.
Well, that's quite tight to that center line once it starts to go. Line's
Very
okay,
fluffy
though.
girl.
Yeah. Well, it's going to get around that guard. It's only about the length. Maybe it's a little bit heavier than she would have liked. Going to cross the tee. We're going to sweep that as much as he can. Stays in the back of the 12 foot.
I like with Sudtirol that they are putting a youngster in the skip, or he's vice skip.
No, he's a skip tonight, so
Yeah.
not sure for the team as an overall. Maybe Hartman is normally the.
Yeah, but I like that they put some youth players as a skip to also
Ja, da muss nicht kommen.
allow them to gain that part of the experience in curling.
Yep. I agree.
Klar, tut er schon. Ja, tut schon.
When having good weight, but just not the line that they wanted. Needed to be a little bit tighter.
I like her facial expression. Every time she releases, she has this kind of expression like, oh no, this is going to be super bad.
Geil.
Wanting this one to curl. There it starts to go.
Halt. Go, go, go. Halt.
Try to get that over.
Nice.
Fest. Gut, Elisa.
Yeah, that works.
Quiz!
I thought I heard the bell rattle for a moment, but still quite early.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody just bumped the table.
Ja, muss leck haben, er passt schon.
Because it didn't ring, it just sounded like a rattle.
Da geht let's aus.
Wanting to freeze this one up against that center yellow. Feels a little heavy for a freeze. Probably going to tap that yellow one a little bit back, but Michael trying to see if we can get this one out the back. He does not, but
Hit and roll, wird normal.
all right, hit and roll being called for here to get out behind that guard in front of the rubble in the back to maybe keep some backing.
Auf. Anna, ja. Anna. Ja. Halt. Go, go. Schade, sorry, war meiner. War gut gespielt.
Hit and roll!
Quite what she wanted, but moves things around. But yeah, now.
Oh, and it was thumbs up anyway.
Yep. Team Bruneck going for their own hit and roll. They want to do the same thing. Well, they want to run the same play that the last one was called.
Nicht wischen! Ja, war schon
Kind
besser.
of pushed it a little wide, I feel. Oh, yep, that's going to stay out there. A little wide on the release.
Vorne ab.
So never had a chance to get there, so try to guard this up.
Was überlegt? Ja. Elisa am Stein. Nur da. Ja, ja, fest. Go. Nur da. Sehr schön, Hanna. Super. Schön.
Emma is happy.
Yeah.
Super.
Den roden.
Yes, she's a very complimenting skip.
Yep. High five there. Yep.
Bis!
Ooh, straight for the sweep. Yeah, this one is tight off the hand
Bis zum Schluss, wichtig,
on that center line, but once it crosses, there it goes. Is it going to have enough to do much? Catches enough of that top one and sends it out of the house. So That could have been disastrous, but sweepers were able to hold on to it. And they get one out of the way. Now time for Hannah W to come in and do the same as her namesake.
Nur Länge.
Feels a touch fast. That's gonna tap that yellow one
Der hat ordentlich bremst.
off to the side a little bit. Not too deep
Der
though.
hat viel gebremst, gell?
A little bit of a gap. Leaves a double, but not a straightforward nose hit.
Perfekt, Fedora.
She said viel gebremst. It braked a lot.
Brake as in slowed down as opposed to brake as in turn.
Yeah, brake as in having the brakes on a car, or on a train. Because there's I think it's an Austrian or a German song, which is called Der Zug hat keine Bremsen. The train doesn't have brakes. It's an upper ski song.
Okay.
I'm probably I'm fairly confident that they know the song here in Kitzbühel.
This is a classy town.
Yeah.
Après ski is wine and hot cider in front of the roaring fire with fur rugs wrapped around you. I'm guessing.
Yeah, sitting outside with some nice chair with sunglasses, big bottles of champagne.
It's going to catch that guard up top there. Oof. Just got away from him on the release and just never had a chance to come back in with that weight. So
Auf 5. Auf 5.
another opportunity for Augustin to put another stone in there and really just kind of start piling him up in the scoring zone.
Nur Länge. Linie ist gut. Hat noch Platz. Hat noch
Plenty
Platz.
of room. Just curling over, and settling in nicely. Exactly where Emma pointed to. Brilliant stone there from Hannah. Oh, Michael with some work to do. There's a double there, but yeah, it should actually leave the shooter if they get this one right. So
Ja, ja. Den Sieg voll.
Nice release.
Reaper's not able to keep up with it. There goes the break, and ooh, almost a stone into the house.
Wow, this will be double.
There it is.
And on the pin.
We like that one a lot. We will be seeing that in review.
Absolutely. The aesthetics on this shot were through the roof, basically.
You know what? While we're waiting for them to look at it, why don't we look at it?
Normal.
There we go, seeing the replay of him sweeping, cleaning up. Unfortunately, it shows 30 seconds. We'll have to work on cutting that out, but straight into it.
Bisschen innen.
A little correction with the release there. I think the slide was inside, but it was a good correction. Weight holds it on the side of the correct side of the center line. There you see the stone coming in, and tick, and away they go. Great stone there from Michael. A catch on the outside. Oops. Taps their own away. Leaves the red in position.
And a lot of red now in the house.
Yeah, I'm seeing it's at least 3. Not sure about that red stone in the back. Sorry, at least 2 reds. Not sure if the third red in the back is counting more than the yellow. Hard to tell.
I would guess not, but 2 is already pretty good. I think if they put something in the middle, kind of making the draw for Team Augustin Hart, that could be kind of a nice setup to hope for a steal here.
Yep, I think a guard right there. Yep,
Yeah.
right there on that side of the center line would be ideal.
Ja. Graag komen houden. Perfekt nach auf der Linie.
And now, you just thrown a takeout, and now you have to find
70.
perfect weight for a top house
This
draw.
feels heavy.
Voornhaus is er.
Needs to curl over. There it starts to go. Oh, and he gets it. That's great. That is such a good stone there.
2 beauties.
We're gonna
Magnificent
put
stones.
pressure. Gonna put some pressure on Emma. Takes away the takeout. I need to find another word for that. It's like taking away a takeout.
8 Fuß per second.
But so the scoring area quite narrow. Sweeper's getting on it, wanting to make sure it gets down there. Once it starts to curl, it starts to curl. They pretty much have to get this on the button. Make sure it gets down there. Good line.
Oh.
And wow, what a response by Emma.
Yeah, this is just very, very good.
So 1 for Team Augustin here in the 7th. As we head into the 8th, they lead at 9-1 over Sudtirol Bruneck. And well, you know, the Sudtirol, they gave it a shot. You know, they did what they needed to do. They threw some good stones and they forced basically a perfect draw from Emma, and she responded. So
Yeah.
I'm sure that's getting a 4.
Yeah,
You
you
can
don't
see
have to watch the tablet to know that was a 4 out of 4 on Curlitz.
She's excited. You can see it in her eyes. Here we go with it's probably our final end of the evening. Elisa's
Not
starting
probably,
it off.
it is end number 8, so
Oh, that's true. They are 8 end matches, and the bell rings in 7 minutes. So bringing this one in down to the button. It's right there on top. Very good draw. Oops. I think Team Bruneck, they're just going to be looking to get another point, get another end. They've played pretty well these last 2 ends. Now just need to make this one happen. And oh, there it goes. Is that going to be enough for the sweepers? No, just missing that one. Yep, it ran through that curly part, crossing the center line, and just a little bit Takes a lot of weight on those brooms to hold it anywhere near the line you want.
Mere eng. Mere eng.
Sweepers aren't touching this one, so it feels a little bit heavy. It's going to roll in and tap that yellow one back.
That's good.
Michael trying to get it out, but that is just going to stay in the back of the house.
Ich gebe dir mehr Eis.
All right. Giving a little bit more, Christoph, a little bit more ice. Police looks much better on this one.
Ham tut dann schon, ham tut dann.
Starting to curl, and there it goes. Going to catch just off the edge of the nose.
Gut, passt.
Good stone from Christoph there. Good way to finish your evening with a solid stone.
Yep. Technically, there is no more possibility for Bruneck to win this game,
Hej.
but they could still
Hej, Hanna.
take an end
Ja,
here.
fast, fast, fast.
Shooter rolls out of the house, stays back there in the corner, but it's a dead stone.
Quiz, ja. Quiz.
For a freeze here. Not sure I really like the freeze up against the stone so far behind the tee line.
Yeah,
But
and
it-
freeze is also a very difficult one. And indeed, it's behind tee line, so that's not something you would play
Länge.
for this early in the end.
Ja, wischen, Larry, wischen,
So I
wischen.
think that's just
Yeah,
kind of
wish,
shows
wish,
when you're new to the
Wish,
sport,
wish.
relatively new to the sport. There's just some little nuances you have to learn.
Wischt, 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 dann kriegen wir sie durch.
Trying to sweep this one down.
Ab, ab, ab.
And, well,
Wow.
he throws a pretty good freeze.
Yeah.
Should feel happy about that stone.
Absolutely.
Was?
That is much more difficult than you think it is, chat. But then
Yeah.
again, I imagine a lot of our chat or a lot of our viewers are curlers, and so they know that it is quite difficult.
Yeah, you just basically place the stone over a distance of 40 meters, more or less in the exact spot you want. And that is not an easy thing to do.
We're going to want to try to catch that red on the side. Gets on the nose, but opens things up a little bit.
Freeze, it's like trying to slide a coin
20
over a tabletop
Centimeter,
and have it
her.
stop just at the edge of the table.
Nach mir.
And you only have one chance
Wenn wir schon mal
to
nicht
do so.
herstellen, dann machen sie es double. Wir gehen gar, wir machen auch Prüf. Wir haben wir. Ja, Oma legen wir.
The answer on a question out there on the ice was obviously yes. Background.
Ja, okay.
Inside slide, kind of pushed it outside to correct. Is this one going to curl over where they needed to? Nope. And as it touches the tee, Emma is going to sweep it, tries to get it out the back, and does just get it over the line.
Nase. Normal.
Looking for a nose hit here on this last red remaining in the house. Straight with the sweep, trying to hold that hard line.
Okay.
This one coming in looks all right. No, does not look all right. I got fooled by the camera angle. And there's the bell.
Vega.
Was that the bell?
That was the bell. Yes.
Past?
Yes.
Oh, maybe we started at. We started indeed.
Yeah, it started at 17:15.
Yeah,
So
correct.
2 hours minus 10 minutes. Keeper's kind of waving this one as well. Wolfgang just stopping, going, I'm too tired for this. And this one is going to
Well,
be
there was
too hard
nothing
and
to
too
do.
inside. Yep, so that one also.
Nochmal, die
Yuri
Kinder
saying,
Eis.
anything you can do, I can do better. And just the exact same stone. And I've been in Wolfgang's shoes where you just know the stone is gone. It's like, I'm going to save some energy.
Yeah.
Ja, ja, Linie. Ja. Halt.
Hard for line, trying to hold this one. And nope, that one also flies by.
Seems to be a hard line to do a successful takeout.
Ja.
On both teams.
Michael opting away from the takeout, going for a draw to split the house. Yep, there you go. And make sure you remind him.
Push a bit inside maybe. But,
Sweeper's not sure about the speed. Feels a bit on the heavier side.
Starke Blitzers.
still fairly close to the center line if they are trying to go for a takeout.
No, they were going for a draw, but that one is just too heavy. And so Emma's going to sweep that out the back. Well, Emma goes down. Let's get our last scoring update of the evening. Over on sheet A, Dream Team taking an 8-5 lead over your favorite Penguins.
Nochmal.
Legaton leading over
Nochmal und
Hungary
normal.
mixed team. Here we have Augustin over Bruneck. I actually think I have the wrong score. Should be 9. And then Messensleil over St. Gallen, 7-4 there. Some big ends scored.
Yeah.
They are only going to finish 7th end though, so.
Ja.
Here at their final stone, calling for the sweep right away. As we've seen so many times already this end, Stone's curling too much, but she gets it. Rolls for a little split. Leaves 2 yellows in the house.
Bildschirm! Ab,
Great for the sweep. Oh, that calls it off. That one is not. Oh, he slides it right through again.
Punching his head there.
What happened? Yeah, that one just didn't turn. I think it had a little more weight than he really wanted and just didn't have the time to curl. I think we're going to see
Beside
Emma just kind of draw one over to the side of the house, leave it with 3 there, kind of a split, and say, force to 1. Force you to draw to score 1.
Yep. So final stone here for Team Augustin.
One coming in all right. Should settle down. Just biting the forefoot right above the tee. Good stone. Good way to finish. No other options for Michael other than to toss this one into the 8-foot or 4-foot.
Also läger. Der letzte.
Slightly larger scoring zone than Emma had in the last end.
Na, aber er bringt nie nichts. Wenn er beim vorderen Rau geht, dann ist er sowieso nichts. Und auf dem hinteren Rau erzählt er nicht. Deswegen. Ja, Win.
I know we picked against them in our prognostication, but I'm rooting for them in this end. I want them to get this,
Yes,
get
definitely.
this point, get another end,
End it in style.
in on a high note.
Gib mal, Win, gib mal.
Feels fast, but there it starts to curl. Oh wow, that really hit a slow spot.
Yeah, catching the yellow one is not bad. Maybe if you catch it on the right side.
So it's gonna come in on the top of it. So
Wanda,
And
Does-
unfortunately, a steal of one.
Rückspiel.
And we have a official handshake. Good spiel. Well played. Good stones. And all of the ceremonial congratulations back and forth. But yeah, there was an uncontested win for Team Augustin. And Sudtirol Bruneck, they managed to win one end here. And again, will we see the skip putting up the final score for Epic Curling Karma?
Oh.
I think we will.
yes,
Yes!
there you go. Good
This-
job, young man.
I'm gonna talk to Nina. I think this deserves a little bonus extra point in the system. Yeah, this is also very helpful for Nina as well, who is kind of updating soft peeler. Then she doesn't have to wait for the teams to kind of file in their official results. She can just see the numbers on the boards and go back to the office and update the score, which is what she is going to do right now as we are popping back to the booth, because
There we go.
their job is done, but ours is also done for tonight.
Yep. The color is wrong on the prediction, but the team name is right. So there was a little bit of I messed up.
But that's
And
the
the points have been updated. The difference still stays at 2. Pim is keep maintaining his lead, but of course he piggybacked on my pick. What else are you going to expect from him?
Do you want to change the rules again? But
No, not really.
so yeah, I think we had a very, very cool game of or very cool day of curling today. A lot of matches, a couple of them still going on. Although I think they have just finished off. We will have the results coming in on our socials and of course on Soft Peeler later on. But we had 4 matches today, and yeah, tomorrow we
Three
will
more.
have 3 more. 2 important matches, especially for the teams not in the top 8, but also for the teams in the top 8, because if they lose, they can be bumped down to a non-final
Yeah,
position.
first round tomorrow morning. First draw is going to be exciting for these teams. So
Mhm.
who's going to go up? Who's going to stay in the top 8? Who might get bumped down? Who might jump up? Is still a lot to play for. A lot of teams here. So
Yeah, like first day was the groups. Now it's kind of seeding in the total ranking, but tomorrow is money time, eliminations, and of course the big final.
But after a long day, 4 sessions for us, we've been here since 8 a.m. We are getting hungry. we are going to say goodbye, say thank you to everyone, especially a big thanks to Megan Edwards for becoming
Definitely.
a new member, a new supporter of the channel. We really appreciate that. Any support you guys give us, whether it's watching, liking, subscribing, becoming a member, or even just hanging out and watching the video, that's great. So don't forget to follow us on our social media. Don't forget to follow us here on YouTube to see all of the highlights when we get back to Belgium and start posting all of these videos. Until then, we're going to say goodbye till tomorrow. Hopefully, it saved some of my voice. Don't think I'll be taking part in karaoke tonight, but I'll be there to enjoy and watch the other teams do it. So with that, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Oh.
Almost
Now-
with that. Even
with that-
now, he...
I had it on the... Never mind.